CCR TV, channel of God's love. सगळे आमच्या टीव्ही पळयणाऱ्यांक आमचो नमस्कार आणि नोखेत्रां आमचे कार्यावळींत माये मोगाचो येवकार. कोंकणी पालकाचो मेलोडी किंग सर्गेस आल्फ्रेड रोज आयज आमचे मोदें ना जायत, पूण ताचे संगीत आनी कांतारांतल्यान तो आमच्या काळजांनी सदांच जियेता. ताचे गिरेस्त संगीताचें दायज आयज कोंकणी पालकार ताची गोरकान रिता आनी भुरगीं फुडें वतात. तियात्र पालका वेलीं 3 चकचकीत नोखेत्रां बाय रिता रोज, एल्रिया रोज आनी एंगलबर्ट रोज सद्याक गोंयांत भोंवडेर आसात आनी जायत्याच म्युझिकल शोआंत तांचो आस्पाव आसा. रोज फॅमिलीक मातशेर पळोवंक तियात्र मोगी वेळ काडून म्युझिकल शोवाक वेतात. आयज आमच्या स्टुडियोन रोज फॅमिली वांगडा लागशिल्ल्यान भासाभास करूंक म्हाका काळजा मनांतल्यान खूब खुशालकाय भोगता. Presenting to you the legends of the theatre stage, Rita Rose, तांची धूव Alria Rose आणि पूत Engelbert Rose. Welcome to the studios, the Rose family, Rita, Alria and Engelbert.
Thank you very much.
खरेंच तुमकां आयज आमच्या स्टुडियोन पळोवन आमची काळजां खोशेन मुरगडटात. कारण जें योगदान आनी जो वा रोज फॅमिलीन कोंकणी माचयेक दिला तो आमच्यान कसोच मेजून कवर करूंक जावचो ना. सो लेट्स बिगीन. बाय रिता, तुज्या भुरग्या सांगाता एल्रिया रोज आनी एंगलबर्ट रोज रोज फॅमिली ह्या नात्यान जायत्याच वर्सांनी कोंकणी पालकार सांगातान नाचूंक तुमकां कितें दिसता, कितें भोगता?
I'm ecstatic. चड खुशालकाय भोगता कित्याक चड तेंपान आमी ते गाय बरोबर आहा म्हूण. आनी हांव देवाक आर्गां दिता कित्याक ताणें आमकां हें देणें दिलें म्हूण आमच्यान वी कूड डू ऑल द सिंगींग एंड बी पॉप्युलर. सो आय जस्ट थँक एंड प्रेज गॉड फॉर दॅट एंड आय एम हॅपी, व्हेरी हॅपी.
आतां सद्याक तुमी गोंया आयिल्लीं आसात.
वय,
म्हाका दिसता एप्रील म्हयन्यान सावन गोंया आसात आनी आतां आमी मायाच्या म्हयन्यान आसा जाल्यार तुमी थोडे भोव म्युझिकल शोज केल्यात जोळी मोळी राशोल आनी बागा एंड थिंग्स लायक दॅट, रायट? सो आनीक कितले तुमचे फुडें शो उरल्यात जावपाचे गोंयांत?
हांव फकत 2 शोवांक आयिल्लें एक्चुली. नेवेसाचो शो राय जाला पळय तो म्युझिकल शो आनी सेंट मायकल चर्च ओर्लीम जाला पळय त्या शोवाक. आनी ही Alria and Engel have got a lot of shows. So I am like a special guest, just entertaining the people because they want me. Rita, just come, just sing 2 songs. So I'm just making the people happy, and that's what I'm doing.
Good, Rita. You said you're making the people happy. So I would like to know, जेन्ना तुमी perform करतात as a family, you know, Rita Rose, Alria Rose, Engelbert Rose, तेन्ना ग्रीन रुमान येवन तुमचे मोगी आनी तियात्र मोगी, संगीत मोगी आल्फ्रेड रोजाचे आनी तशेंच तुमचे बरे मागपी तुमकां तांचे कडसून कशे तरेन येवकार मेवता? आय वॉन्ट टू हियर फ्रॉम यू एज वेल एज फ्रॉम एल्रिया एंड एंगलबर्ट.
Okay, from me, I feel very, very happy when I see, especially the youngsters, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, teenagers, youngsters in their 20s who tell me, I love your song. My daughter sang this song. She's just 5 years old. Fudarachi diye. My daughter sang this song. So I feel very blessed that the legacy of my husband is going on with these songs.
What do you have to say with respect to the reception and welcome that you get from your fans?
I'm very humbled because they tell us stories about mummy and daddy, how they used to go for the theatre. So to hear their stories, very happy.
Engelbert?
हांव केन्ना तियात्रान नाचतना मार्यानाच आहे. इंटरवल जाल्या उपरांत लोक भितर येता, आमकां म्हणटा कॅन आय हॅव सेल्फी विथ यू तुवें पिक्चर. टोटली ओवरजॉयड, टोटली ग्लॅड. ते म्हणटात डॅडीचे कांतार, हें म्हाका बरें लागता, तें म्हाका बरें लागता. हें आयकून आय फील प्राऊड अँड हॅपी.
Alria and Engelbert, how do you feel being the children of a legend of the Konkani stage, Alfred Rose? What is the feeling like?
Proud feeling, but for us, he was a very humble man. So when we hear stories, we're very proud of him and happy. You cannot express it because I wish he was here to see it. We lost him very soon.
Yes.
So if he was there today, he would have been on another level.
How do you feel, Engelbert?
I feel totally blessed to be in this family. Can I देवाक thank you म्हणटा म्हाका आल्फ्रेड रोजाच्या फॅमिलीन. Like I was born here, so totally blessed.
So this is how you feel about your dad, right? And
Yeah.
the fans are still coming and recollecting all their good old memories with him. Engelbert, for that matter, what are the sweetest memories you hold about your great father, Alfred Rose? Your personal memories about your dad.
Let me see. हांव ल्हान आसतना केन्ना आमी डॅडीचे तियात्रान कांतार म्हणटालेत, म्युजिकल शो नंबर 1, म्युजिकल शो नंबर 2, केन्ना पूण कितें मिस्टेक कोत्तालो हांव, तर केन्ना डॅडी यू शूड नॉट शाउटेड, हे कितें केलें तुवें, अहें खंय म्हणलें, एकदम शांतयेन, यू शूड नेवर टॉक ओन अबाउट दॅट मिस्टेक. एक पावट कितें जालें, आमी खंयसर गाडीन वेताले, मी मॉम एन ऑल, पेट्रोल पंपान पेट्रोल भरूंक आमी रावले, दार उक्तें केलें, डॅडी अहें हात धरलेलो, हांवें दार बंद केलें, सारकें तें बोट कट जालें, सारकें रगत व्योंग. ही नेवर सेड वॉट यू आर डुईंग, आर यू ब्लायंड, दिसना तुका, म्हजे हात हा, शांती, एकदम पिसफूल हाल्लो तो. आनी आमचे लागींच न्हय, लोकां लागीं पासून तो एकदम शांतिकायेन उलयतालो. व्हेरी पिसफूल, नायस पर्सन, दॅट्स अ मेमरी फॉर मी.
Such a peaceful nature he had.
केन्ना ताका राग येवंक ना. वाय यू नेवर डीड
Touching
दिस,
board इतले injured जालें, bleeding जालें, तो no reaction.
नो रिएक्शन. म्हाका केन्ना म्हणो वॉट यू डेड, पळोवंक ना तुवें, दिसती पळोवंक ना, दार उक्तें हाडलें.
You're a blessed son, I should say, Engelbert. What do you hold, Alria? The sweet memories of your dad. You must have been too small then.
Small, but I have different memories of him as a father
Yeah.
and as a musician. Because as a father, when he used to come home for lunch, he used to go and if we've not had anything, fruits, he used to go and bring fruits and come back. And as a musician, he used to correct me on my diction.
Mm-hmm.
So certain words in Konkani, Muntali, he used to say it's nasal. So you have to sing it that way. So he was very particular about pronunciations in Konkani.
That's because he was very proud of his mother tongue,
Mother tongue,
Konkani.
yeah.
Besides being a lyricist, a singer, an actor, he was also a novelist and a writer. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. But I would like to ask you, since your dad was such a gifted composer, म्हाका दिसना ताणें खंयचोच एक टॉपीक कांतार घडनासतना दवरला असो सब्जेक्ट. सो did he any time teach you the art of composing and lyric writing?
No, he didn't force us
Didn't
into
force us.
anything, no.
You too?
नेवर. केन्ना आमकां म्हणूंक ना तुमी आतां घडोवन दी म्हाका. म्युजीक वय, ताजे कॅसेटीन म्हाका सांगतालो तो, आतां हे म्हजें कांतार, तूं म्युजीक करून दाखय म्हाका.
I
दॅट
see.
इज टू टेल मी. पण
Okay.
केन्ना कांतार बरोवंक केन्ना फोर्स करूंक ना आमकां.
No. चिंकोकूय गायडलायन्स करूंक ना. Nothing like
केन्ना
that.
केन्ना.
Never
Thank you.
imposed.
जाल्यार म्हाका एक सांगात, जेन्ना आतां एल्रिया आनी तूं एंगलबर्ट म्युजिकल शोवांनी for you have Engel and Ad, you have a duo and you are performing your dad's music and songs there. So what do you feel when you sing your dad's songs on stage, several other performances, corporate shows? Do you feel his presence on stage?
ओ या, हांव केन्ना गुपीत मोग कांतार म्हणटा, तेन्ना ते कांतार म्हणटाना हांव इमॅजिन करता की डॅडी हा आनी म्हजे बरी सायडीक उबो रावन कांतार म्हणटा, ओन्ली फॉर गुपीत मोग. आय डोंट नो दुसऱ्या
Why is it so? This particular song?
ते कांतार म्हाका आय डोंट नो, ते कांतार म्हणटाना म्हाका एकदम पिसफूल आनी हांव सारको इमॅजिन करता की हांगा डॅडी उबो रावला आनी म्हाका पळयता हांव कसो कांतार म्हणटा पळयता. ओन्ली फॉर गुपीत मोग. दुसऱ्या कांतार आय somehow don't get that feeling. Only for गुपीत मोग.
Something very strange, don't
Yeah.
you think? Huh? Is there a kind of a strange bonding and a connect, emotional connect with this particular song? That song itself is
Yeah,
very
yeah.
heart touching.
In fact, आता तो डॅडी हाल्लो जाल्यार आय वॉन्ट टू आस्क हिम लायक हाव हॅव यू कंपोज अहले कांतार तुमी कंपोज खंय केले. माय गॉड.
I'm coming to that particular song later in my chat, okay?
As they say in 3 Idiots, to see great ho,
Yeah.
okay, tofu kabul karo. That's a saying they say for that great person. I would like to say that to my daddy if he was there, because when people tell us कितला डॅडीचे कांतार म्हाका बरें लागता, ते आम से वाव इतल्या लोकांक बरें लागता. वाव.
What you have to say, Alria, on this aspect?
About the songs, I get that vibe from the crowd. Like he said,
Yeah.
Gupit Mog.
Yeah.
Last year we performed for the Goan Outreach Carnival in Bombay. And then all the sound went off 10:30. Then Engel had to sing it without the sound. So all the people started singing. people started singing and we don't know the words so much. People knew the words. So I became very emotional. I went at the back and I was crying, and one fan came and held me and she said, "Don't worry, Daddy is here." So as he's saying, we get that emotional connect, seeing the
and
people.
you're automatically lifted up, right? Yeah.
Automatic, when people sing and they know the lyrics, they wow. We are hardly thinking, they're all holding their hand and making circles this way and singing the song.
By Rita, it must be a very emotional moment for you also, no?
Yeah.
Seeing your children perform to such massive crowds all over Mumbai, Goa, out of the state as well as abroad. Am I right?
Yes.
जाल्यार म्हाका तुमी एक सांगात, तुमचो व्हडलो पूत शुभट पयलो तुमच्या सांगातान आसलो भुरगो आसतना, उपरांत तो विदेशांत गेलो, तो आतां तो परत कोंकणी माचयेर येवपाची खोशी दाखयना, कांतारांनी मिसळ जावपाची खोशी दाखयना, कारण ताचो आमी आनीक परत आवाजूच आयकूंक ना.
तोंडच उकडूया. And I didn't say. Then he comes and we are driving. Come on, Shubhat, sing your favorite song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mommy took, no, mom. I said, sing, no, just sing.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
He's a clinical psychologist working in
I see.
Banner University Hospital, and also nursing is done.
I
Yeah, the beginning. He works in the hospital there and happy doing his medical work.
But
Went for the
he's got
complete-
no any future plans also to become
No,
at least
no,
once
no.
we come and jam up with the
Reunion,
family.
I don't think
No
so.
chances.
No.
So the audience
No
will
way.
also be disappointed.
तो केन्ना येता हांगा कोणशेक बसता, म्हाका आपयना काय, डोंट कॉल मी.
Very shy.
बसोन एकदम
Perhaps
पळयता
he
सगळे.
has lost touch with his mother tongue.
No.
कोंकणी उलयता तो.
घरा कडेन
कोंकणी
उलयता.
घरा कडेन नाना लगे कितले बरे कोंकणी उलयता, सारको.
कोणाले घेऊन येतं सगळ्या लेगीन कोंकणी
I want to ask you one specific question, Rita.
Yeah.
Alfred Rose was a giant of a composer and a lyricist.
Yes.
Besides he being a melody king, are there any lyrics and songs composed by him for whatever reasons were not recorded or were recorded and not released? अजून कितें आसा तुमच्या पोझिशनात Alfred Roseचे जे अजून रिलीज जावचे आसा in the public domain? Any
There are a
song?
few songs, a spiritual album, a few of the songs, as you could put it in a spiritual album, and a few other songs, which is to keep composing in and out of hospital when he was not well.
I see.
used to tell him, why are you taking that and that in the ICU? And his brother-in-law used to be there. Never mind, Holy Spirit must be guiding him. So he would take the books to write. So there are some written words, some there is music, and some, just
Okay.
undone. There
This
are a
is
few.
amazing.
Yeah.
And any plans to bring them out now? So far, I think I'm the first one to get this out of you.
Yeah, so there
Any
are
plans,
few
Rita,
plans.
if in the future
I
to
wish,
bring
I
those
wish,
things
I
out?
wish it could happen.
Engel could compose the
Maybe
music for
one
this.
song at a time, maybe on YouTube, maybe we will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please do it for the sake of your fans. There's a huge fan following till today.
Yeah, he says, I didn't know my dad was a legend. We never appreciated him. When people come and tell them, your dad was a legend. This song, when I go to Dubai, this song I love, this song I do much as souk. Little children go to the toilet in Dubai. Hari, my baby's favorite song is Too Much as Souk. He feels so blessed, so happy.
Tell me something, Rita. During his peak, years on stage, when he was into singing, composing, directing plays, musical shows, how many hours a day would Alfred Rose actually devote for composing?
No fixed time. Sometimes he would get up early in the morning. If something came to his head, he would just jot down. Sometimes it may be just the thought or the idea, and then the words, or then the song. Sometimes the music came, he would just jot down the music because he could write music. And you would never know when he's composing, when he's talking, when he's going to the shop, coming back. There was no fixed time. No fixed time.
So he would just sit and start jotting the lines that came to him.
Whenever
the
something
lyrics.
came to his mind, quietly then. Early morning sometimes he would sit. 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, we
Yeah.
would just jot down some things. So we knew some without disturbing any
And
of us.
you were not a part of it at all.
No. I
मागीर
gave him,
दाखयतालो तुमकां.
wait, after and then I gave him certain sort of ideas. Why don't you compose on this? Why don't you compose on that? I told him that song, like Coming Home, why don't you do it in Konkani? Because people will play it.
Yes.
So many play it at the funeral, but many are not aware of it, that it is there.
It is there.
Yeah, Angara, that's such a song. It was played for his funeral.
Yes.
And then the people sing, Hari, long so they didn't have the spiritual album.
Right.
So he's
पूण
got
तुमकां अशें दिसना एक अशें एक ट्रिब्यूट to Alfred Rose and to your dad, at least the spiritual songs एक separate album काढतो असो आतापासून.
The musician is here.
The ball is in your court.
Yeah. Good chances we may do that.
ओके.
Once-
म्हाका एक सांग रिता, तुमकां म्हणल्यार आल्फ्रेड रोज आनी रिता रोज दोगांयकूय एकठांय हाडूंक कोंकणी तियात्र माची उदोरी आनी आमची कोंकणी माची एक नाजूक लेजेंडरी अशी जोडी फावो जावंक, डू यू थिंक दिस इज अ गॉड्स प्लॅन? ही देवाची येवजण जावन आसली?
Absolutely. It is God's plan to bring us together and to perform and do things. There's no doubt about it, not a single doubt. Yeah, it's God's will.
It's God's will.
Yeah.
Engelbert, I want to ask you something. तूं भुरगो आसतना पयल्याच तुमच्या डॅडीच्या म्युजिकल शोवांत तुवें एक कांतार म्हणलेली आनी इट हॅड सम नायस कॉमेडी लिरिक्स कायंड ऑफ अ थिंग, यू नो, यू आर अ स्मॉल चायल्ड आर्टिस्ट देन, आनी हें कांतार म्हणलेलें तें बायल्यान दिसता चेडूं पूण भितरल्यान चेडो. Do you remember this lyrics?
yes.
Or sometime do you hum it to yourself? And what do you have to say about the song now that you are a grown-up young man?
म्हाका उगडास येता ते कांतार म्युजिकल शो नंबर 1
Exactly.
1979.
79.
I was 7-8 years old.
Yes.
तेन्ना म्हाका उगडास आसा ते ब्लू ड्रेस आसले ब्लू ड्रेस आनी तांबडे शूज आनी मम्मीचे वीग आनी हांगा पोनीटेल आनी 2 रेड आनी मागीर हांव येतलो स्टेजीर सारको
Yes.
कांतार म्हणपाक डॅडी एडजस्ट करतलो. बायल्यान दिसता चेडू पूण भितर टाप
I
करून
should, yeah.
लोक
And there would be laughter.
पळयता लोकांक शॉक पयलो शॉक मागीर हांसूंक लागले मागीर रिपीट आपयताय.
Oy.
व्हेरी नायस टायम.
So, when your memory goes down to that first musical show and this particular solo of yours, what are your feelings within?
म्हजें फिलींग दॅट इज द बेस्ट टायम ऑफ माय चायल्डहूड. म्युजिकल शो नंबर 1 द बेस्ट एवर. म्हाका दिसना असले शो कोणें तेन्ना केलेलो आतां पासून केलो कोत्तलो. आय एम नॉट शुअर. तेन्ना बॉयर, रेमी, जासिंथवा, टॉप
Tita.
टिट्टा, दॅट फेलो पॉल रॉमी,
Correct.
सगळे वन बेस्ट कॉमेडी स्केट कांतारा. परफेक्ट शो म्हणल्यार इन माय eyes musical show number 1. Best time of my life.
Okay, I want to add something to that. When we were singing those days, 3 shows जाताले Panjim, and one इत्तालो because he was young, no?
Small.
7
Right.
8 years.
We had to put water, soda, come on, next show, get up.
Kantara
And
island.
she got fed up with that. We kenna kal kaadun share zaatalle. Like I should put the stool with this nice ribbons and all that for him. He used to sleep there. We had to wake him up. So popular those musical shows were. 3 shows. We had 100 shows here, there, everywhere.
And I must tell you, Engelbert, with that song and with your performance in the musical show, no, you had made a lasting impression on the minds of the audience, which they must be holding till today.
I have the photograph also of that blue dress.
Yes. Alria, coming back to you, I want to take you down memory lane also. Your mother Rita and your brother sang that song, no? It was a hit duet, Mami Maka Wengin Tujhe Dur. Now, some years later, when you came on the stage and you had already, you know, created an image for yourself, you sang this same song with your grown-up son. Okay?
Yeah.
How did you feel, you know, actually stepping into your mother's shoes on stage to perform this very song alongside your son?
Yeah, so my son also was 6-7 years old when he sang the song. Nervous because you're doing a classic of Rita Rose and
Exactly.
Schubert sang it. Many think Engel sang it, but Schubert sang that song. So, and it was a hit song. It's a classic song. So we were a little nervous, but then many people now recognize and they say you sang that song with your, but it went well. And you can't match, you have to sing in that, you know, same way. You can't change those
Right.
classic songs.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
But was there any kind of, you know, fear in you that I'm going to sing this classic of my mom and I have to come to that level?
A little, always we have that thing, nervous. So we try to listen to the original
Okay.
and sing it just the way it is. We don't like to change it.
Now that you and your brother have teamed up together to form a duo and you're performing, I think, extensively for so many shows, private shows in and out of Mumbai.
Yeah.
Recently you have come back from Dubai.
Dubai.
Right? You do corporate shows also?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Corporate shows. weddings, communions, dances,
All social parties in Mumbai. and-
anything.
But
House
tell me
parties.
something. Now that you have already carved a very strong niche on the Konkani stage, तुमचे कितें future plan आसात as brother sister duo to come with a full length musical show and give a surprise to your fans and friends?
So being in Bombay, because we're not in Goa, the Konkani scene is not that big. It's more of Bollywood. Everybody likes Bollywood. So we have to do more of Bollywood songs, English songs. Konkani is the least. Here in Goa, people want to hear more Konkani. So because we are based in Bombay, but probably because the fans want, you never know, we may think of something.
What do you have to say?
We may surprise you all. Who knows? Surprise Goa with a show.
Very soon?
No, it takes a lot of planning to
Yeah.
do this.
But something must definitely be playing at the back of your
Yeah,
mind.
Yeah,
it's in our
that's all.
minds to do something. But we have to get the right chance, the right people, and the right time. Let's see how it works out. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we too will keep our fingers crossed, and people who are watching here will also do the same thing, I suppose. Am I right? Rita, I want to ask you something very, very, dear to my heart also. Alfred Rosny, ताणी खंयचोच विशय ताचे वयर कांतार काडनासतना दवरूंक ना. Any subject,
Circuit.
he sang on multiple topics and subjects. But among these were some of his very lively and out of the world songs which were named after young ladies with their name. Tumzuya, Selena, Fatima, Juliana, Louisa the Bombshell, Janet and Lynette. Okay, so I think, is there any secret behind this? Alfred was composing such hit songs with names of young ladies.
There's no secret
No secret.
whatsoever. But these young ladies, years back when he was alive and thinking, used to request him, why don't you compose a song on my name? So he would come. Like Juliana's my dad's godchild.
Okay.
So she once said, why don't you compose a song on me? So he composed a song. So there's nothing about the person. It's just that one line, maybe whatever is there, she said, the rest is all fiction. Okay, another song is Esther. She is my aunt's sister-in-law.
Okay.
She was in Bombay. So every time we visited her, Esta, Esta, Festa, Festa, I used to keep teasing her.
Okay.
So that song came. And one word he uses, she is from Diwar to Aldona. Nothing else about the person.
No other linkage.
Nothing, no linkage. So like that. So another one is Juliana, I said.
Selena.
Selena. Selena is another song. There was a young lady then, now she's a Syrian, who used to love to make desserts. And she knew Alfred used to be here. And we used to be stay for one month in Margaon.
Correct.
Alfred, today I made this, today I made that dessert, but why don't you come to our house? So her name was Selena. And a friend of ours, a family friend, Mr. Menezes, owned the hotel La Marina. So he kept on pestering Alfred, why don't you compose something about my hotel, the name of... So that La Marina matched Selena. That's how that came. Nothing about Selena. That's that name. Even Vilma is Souza Farah's daughter. Vilma used to just have that thing in mind. And that Vilma, that thing. So
But that Vilma was the hit solo in the first musical
film.
am I right? And you joined him in the chorus.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I
you remember that?
singing.
Yeah.
Silly.
Huh?
Yeah.
I used to make
The
what
music
funny
was awesome and the singing itself was awesome.
I should look how daddy used to act, na. Daddy ek पाय वयर काढतलो. I was also एक पाय वयर काढतलो. Same
Imitate
copy
daddy.
करतलो.
Yeah. So that was the thing filling that time, That song itself was a hit, I should say.
Okay, another song is Dr. Sidney's sister asked him to compose, Fatima.
Fatima.
Why don't you compose on my name? He says, okay. So he knew that she was a fast driver. Motorbike she had.
Okay, yes.
And she would get ticket from the one whom she married later. He used to always give her a ticket. And he only knew that she was a rash driver. So he said, Fatima to tomboy. Ari, when she heard the song, lovely song, but you called me a tomboy. And that's the only thing I know about you, he says. So that's how
So there was a direct link there for the
Just
Fatima song.
Yeah, just some of the things. Just that one line or something about the...
How do you feel today, especially that song Selena has, taken to such a fascinating level
yes.
that everybody and anybody sings it out. It's creating waves everywhere.
Right.
Yeah?
And artists are also getting fame just because of that.
Because
one
of
song.
this Selena.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I want to ask you another very touching topic, अशें म्हणटात की आल्फ्रेड रोज जेन्ना तो कांतारांक घडटालो ही वॉज अ कीन ऑब्जर्वर टू ऑब्जर्व द सोसायटी एट लार्ज द वेरी 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 कीन ऑब्जर्वेशन आनी घडणुकाचेर आदारून तो कांतारांक घडटालो थोडी जायतीं आसतात लायक एरोप्लेनांक उजो एंड ऑल दस यू विल नो सो मेनी अदर सॉंग्स जाल्यार तांचे मदें एक कांतार आसा वेरी टचिंग वेरी सेन्सेशनली टचिंग सारकें तें म्हणल्यार अर्लियर वी मेड अ मेन्शन ऑफ इट You made a mention. Gopit Mok. जाल्यार ह्या गोपीत मोग कांतारान जायतो लोक पासून न्ही दुकां घडयतालो आयकताना लायव्ह सो what is the secret behind this song? Is there any reality in the song? But those lyrics are so realistic as Engelbert just said. तो म्हणटा आपणाक डॅडी थी दिसची पडटा फुड्यान तें कांतार परफॉर्म करतना. We want to hear from you, Rita. What is the secret behind this Gopit Mog?
I don't think there's any secret actually, but I think a couple told him sort of gave him an idea, and on that idea, central idea, he's put his own concoction, as you say, and come up with that song.
You mean to say such a story or such a incident had happened in somebody else's life?
Yeah. Also, Kazar Zaina.
I was coming to Kazar Zaina.
Yeah.
Kazar Zaina was another song that had duet, I mean, that had created ripples during that time.
But that
the presentation and everything.
That's a true story of my friend who gave the ring on the wedding day. So that's a true story.
In the church.
In the church.
So, there are so many such things that your daddy touched upon, and really created a sensation in the Konkani music world.
Yes.
And the very fact is, these songs are remembered till today.
Yes.
They are sung till today by youngsters. Twin आताच म्हणलेली आवय बापू येतात सांगतात आपली धाकटी भुरगीं तुजीच कांतारां
That
करतात.
makes me so happy that these
Proud.
young children, proud, and that Konkani has come on this level. I think my husband must be beaming from above, because for the last 60 plus years he's been talking about the language Konkani, Kuznando, Chine, Salanara. I feel very, very happy that youngsters are singing in Konkani. There are so many singing competitions now, which highlight our songs. So that makes me really, really very, very happy.
आनी आमी ऑब्जर्व केलां ते भाशेन जायतींच तरणाटी भुरगीं जी म्युजिकल शो आनी कांतारां करतात कॉम्पिटिशनाक चडशे लिरिक्स आनी सॉंग्स ती आल्फ्रेड आनी रिताची मेजून काडटात हें आयकून तुमकां एक्चुअली खरें अभिमान भोगता आसतलो.
Definitely.
This is something amazing, unbelievable.
There are no words to express how we
Rita
feel.
Rose, Alfred Rose was a busy professional singer composer. ताचो वावर इतलो आसलो. Continuously he had something or the other coming up from his side, whether it's a musical show, whether taking part in singing, cutting albums.
Yes.
He was the first one to bring out the audio cassette and so many
Musical
first to his
shows.
credits.
Yes.
इतलो तो वावरान बुडला आसतना we want to know from you and even the children how he spent the time with you, but how did he make family time? How did he make holiday outing time with the family despite all these engagements? We want to know how this all happened.
Okay.
And from your side, what was the contribution?
My husband was a very organized person. That's why these books also come out. He's got pads, solid files of his songs. And when he has sung that song, songs which he has sung before I was born.
Yes.
All the songs around. And so he was very organized. And he gave time. Family time was different from his office time. And many don't know that he was a qualified banker. He used to work and do this. And a man who took risk in life. He said, without taking risk, no. He came out with that black and white audio album. For 2-3 years, nobody was there. Just because he was wondering, will it sell? But he took the risk. So he's taken many risks in life. A very organized person, so he knew. And he took us for holidays in India and abroad. So my Shubert always says, Mama, we are really blessed. Dad has taken us all over, So that's
every year at least summer vacation Goa, Salega.
Yes.
I mean, enjoy another Aldona.
April, May, Astalos to Goya.
Another we should go Singapore or Bangkok
we've gone to
somewhere.
foreign places,
What memories you hold of this, your outings with your dad?
I remember Singapore because I
Singapore
was
she
small,
was there.
that
That is
trip
true,
of
yeah.
Singapore.
But as Engelbert says, April, May,
April, May
there were
holidays.
shows in Goa. You
Yeah.
would be coming for a
Yes,
professional
yeah.
trip, but spend extra time.
With us.
We used to
Yeah.
stay with our Nana, Papa and ancestral home.
Yes,
Stay
yes,
there.
yes. Engelbert, now you are so much into professional music. You're a musician, you're a singer, you're a performer. But when were you actually introduced to music by your dad? And what was the instrument he introduced you first? You are now on the keyboards.
येस हांव ल्हान आसतना 7 years 7 वर्साचो तेन्ना म्हाका पियानो क्लासेसाक धाडटालो नेक्स्ट बिल्डिंगान 2-3 बिल्डिंग सोडून आमचे टीचर आहले जॉयस डिमेलो
Mm-hmm.
थंयसर वचून हांव शिकतालो पियानो पयले सो 7 years when I was 7 he introduced me to music आनी मागीर म्हाका दिसता
You're singing.
12 yearsचे जालो उपरांत मागीर म्युजीक वाजोवंक तेजे रेकॉर्डिंगान पियानो वाजपाचें आनी व्हडलो जालो मागीर बेस ड्रम प्रोग्रामींग करपाक त्या कॅसेटींनी हांव ड्रमींग प्रोग्रामींग करतालो सगळें मागीर
Okay.
बेस पार्ट्स हांव करतालो आनी कीबोर्ड पार्ट स्लोली बट ऑल स्टार्टेड एट 7
But the music started when he was 4 years old.
singing
You know,
started 4
Yeah, you know
when I was 4 years I started singing first
The first song, Puntu Mozo
Puntu Mozo
Daddy.
Daddy
Yes, Puntu Mozo Daddy.
And when he was in the studio in HMV,
Hmm.
the recordist saw him because there was never a child artist in even the film industry. No, ये गाना बोलेगा,
Mm-hmm.
ये गाना बोलेगा, हाँ ये गाना बोलेगा.
बोल के दिखाया मैंने
And when he sang that first song without a mistake,
Yeah.
he was, he was shocked that this boy could sing, such a boy without it. And my sister brought all her college friends to see. Imagine one little he is somewhere else, we are somewhere else. What tough time we had to recording those days. Yeah, but still the music is so good without any gimmicks, no pitch correction, nothing. Those were the real voices.
What about you, Alria? Have you learnt any musical instrument?
Yeah, piano. We started.
You also play
with,
the piano and the keyboards.
Yeah,
Okay.
but started singing in the first album, I Love You,
Hmm.
Daddy's first album. So when I was 6 years old.
Now that your duo is performing regularly on the Konkani stage, Mumbai, Goa, elsewhere, out of the country also, जोरी तो तुमका गोंयच्या खंयच्या टॉप डिरेक्टरांनी फाल्यां ऑफर दिली आपूण तियात्र काडटा म्हज्या तियात्रान तुमी म्हाका जाय, what would be your reply?
Because we have our band, so we don't, we cannot be in the musical, act in the drama. We've acted with Marianne, but that was to travel for 5-6 months.
Correct.
So we can't do something for so long. But for a musical, if anybody calls to come and sing any song, then we are willing to come.
मारियानाच्या तियात्रान आमी एक्टिंग केलें हांवें 2017 and 2000 Alria बरें and 2018 एकलो गेलेलो हांव तेन्ना हांवें तियात्रान एक्टिंग केलें पूण आतां आमचे डुओ चालू जाले म्हाका टायम मेळना आतां कोण आमकां आपयल्यार म्युजिकल शोआक 2 days 3 days मागीर आमी येतलो नो प्रॉब्लम एट
Time
ऑल
bound,
पूण
yeah.
3 म्हयने 4 म्हयने मागीर आतां प्रॉब्लम जाता 3 म्हयने 4 म्हयने 1-2 दीस म्युजिकल शो कर पोत्तून वच बोमाय नो प्रॉब्लम
Because they're Bombay based, no? So
Right. And in that case, since your duo is performing, you must be totally engaged with so many shows at weekends and all
yes
in Mumbai.
Yeah, now we are busy here in Goa weekend. We are singing on the 8th, 9th, 10th.
Share us your experiences of this particular visit during this time of the year, summer, to Goa.
Very nice. Very good audience crowd, very nice dancing, very nice love which everybody has shown us. So much nice. So you want to come again to do it again.
I know you'll have got so many of these shows, no?
What about you,
Tours.
Ella? What has been
Yeah.
your experience with the Goan audience?
It's good. They want to see more of us. They want us to sing more of Daddy song, Konkani, and get new music also.
Okay.
So they're expecting that from us.
So you will have to work a little overtime
Little
now.
more.
Yeah.
Little more.
Little
And
more.
give something more to your fans.
Yeah.
Am I right? Are you prepared for that?
Oh yes.
What is the best tribute that you would pay to your legendary father, Alfred?
Tribute. Maybe carry on singing more songs in Konkani. Maybe starts composing songs in Konkani. So that is the best tribute maybe I can give my dad.
You
Composition.
haven't tried your hand at composing till now.
Only one song so far.
Yeah.
One
So
song I
when
composed.
can we hear that? set to music.
Hopefully soon. It's there, it's ready, but hopefully soon.
Alria is all smiles. She's something working behind her mind.
No, I think my daddy wouldn't want any tribute. He was such a simple person that we are just, music is in our blood. So we are, every day is a tribute for him. We just being there. Now my children also have music in their blood. It's just natural. So he would be very happy to see the next generation also, with music. So he wouldn't want like a tribute or anything. He's very humble person. So
He has always been that. And and as Engelbert just mentioned earlier, he was so cool, a cool dad. Even when he had accidentally hurt his finger, he didn't react.
Cool as a cucumber.
Any other father would have reacted violently, perhaps. Am I right?
Oh, sure.
So these are the sweet memories that you hold of your dad, and he was down to earth.
He didn't like all these awards and making a big name out of it. He did it because of the love of his mother tongue. Yeah.
Rita Rose, आणि एक पार्ट हांव तुमकां परत तोच प्रश्न करता. आल्फ्रेड रोजाची सगळीं सोलोज जावन डुएट्स तांणी गायल्यान रेकॉर्डिंग केल्ल्यान तितली आयज मेरेन लोकांच्या घरांनी वाजतात आनी परत परत लोक ती आयकतात. आनी हींच कांतारां सोलोज जावन डुएट्स आमची तोंडनाटी तींच वेंचून काडून साबार कडेन कॉम्पिटिशनाक गायतात. जाल्यार ह्या भुरग्यांक तुजो एडवायस कितें आनी तुका हाचे वरवीं कितें भोगता, कितें दिसता?
म्हाका चड खुशालकाय भोगता की आमची कांतारांचो वाडो ते जाणवत म्हूण आनी ते कांतारां म्हणटात म्हूण मिनींगफूल जालां म्हूण. And they tell me, I love this, it has this meaning, कितें सांगतात. We feel very touched when I hear and especially with the youngsters when they come. I give my blessings to all the youngsters because they have to carry forward the legacy of all, whatever Alfred has kept here or the other artists have kept. I want them just to, keep singing in Konkani, that's our mother tongue. And Konkani, as my husband said, is God's language. Yeah, and he had a song also ki greeting korong jay जाल्यार good morning is in English, right? पोर्चुगीजान कितें म्हणटात बोदिया म्हूण आमचे कोंकणीन कितें म्हणटात देवाक आमी फुडें घालून आमी म्हणटात देव बरो दीस दिवं. हय, थँक्यू म्हणटा हांव इंग्लिशीन, धन्यवाद म्हणटा हांव हिंदीन आनी कोंकणीन म्हणटा देव बरें करूं म्हणटा देवाक फुडें घालून आमी हें करता. सो दॅट्स सच अ ब्युटिफूल लँग्वेज एंड वाय आर्ट पीपल सिंगींग and using that language at home. So I would want all these youngsters to speak in Konkani, sing in Konkani. That's my advice.
आयज रोज फॅमिली आमच्या स्टुडियोन आसा म्हणटूच जायतोच लोक ही कार्यावळ पळयतात. आमचे चॅनलाचेर ज्यो कार्यावळी येतात यात्रिस्तांच्यो तांकां जायतेच फॉलोईंग आसा. सो आमकां जाय आयज तुमी एक सांगातान कांतार म्हणलेलें आमच्या ऑडियन्सा खातीर. वीच सॉंग यू गोइंग टू सिंग? द चॉयस इज योर्स.
जीवित गोंयकाराचे.
जीवित गोंयकाराचे.
गोवा.
येस.
गोवा
जल्माचो गांव गोवा,
गोवा
सोबीत आमचे गोवा, गोवा झाडां माळांनी भरलेले आमचे गोंये, पडजोलीत नेके दिंडयेचे, पोरके आजून वोडटात सोबीताये तोवे, म्हणटात गोवा भांगाराचे, फुलां फळांनी बोलां सुखाचे तोये, शीतळ वारे कितले थंडायेचे, काय बरे उदक जोरीचे, दोंगर ते दोंगराचे, हेरांच गोंयकाराचे. ला 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 शीतळांक कोंगोटी लागता बरे. ला 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 शीतळ नितळ कोंगोचे वारे.
ब्रावो ब्रावो ब्रावो.
बरें करूं.
खरेंच सांगचें म्हणल्यार हें तुमी इतलें सोबीत सुंदर जीवित गोंयकाराचें गायतात. आय फेल द प्रेजन्स ऑफ आल्फ्रेड रोज. मिनींगफूल लिरिक्स This classic will last for generations.
Oh,
That's all I
yes.
can say.
Forever.
As the legendary children of a legendary artist, what is your message to our youngsters today as far as the Konkani stage is concerned? What would you tell them, Engelbert and Alria? Our time is almost run out, but this is the final question to you.
I think just keep doing what you love, and I think they're already enjoying. Daddy's songs have so much of meaning. So when even if you compose songs, have with good message for everybody, and it should be, a peaceful. That's it.
Sing in Konkani, enjoy daddy's songs more and more all over the world.
Rita, you have something to say?
No,
The last
I've
word?
said it in the beginning.
So, thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
खरेंच आमकां जायतेंच बरें दिसलें आयज तुमकां आमच्या स्टुडियोन आमंत्रण दिवन आनी आमी तुमकां कालजंतान दिनवाशी कारण वेळ काडून तुमी आयज ह्या स्टुडियोन आयलीं देखून आनी आमचे गोंयकार आनी खास करून कोंकणी संगीत आनी कांतारांचे मोगी सदांच तुमकां मोगान आनी मानान लेखतलेत. Thank you so much for your presence today.
देव बरें
Thank you
करूं.
for having us. देव बरें करूं.
You're welcome, Rita. मोगालिस्तानू तर ही जावन आसली आल्फ्रेड रोज फॅमिली. रिटा रोज, एलरिया रोज आनी एंगलबर्ट रोज. आमच्या सांगातान तांणी थोडो वेळ जाल्लो आनी जायतेंच कितें आमकां तांचे विशीं जें जायतें आमचे ऑडियन्स नोको आसले तें पासून तांकां जाणून घेवंक मेवलें. आल्फ्रेड रोज हांणी उत्सारा बायलो वावर केलो कोंकणी माचयेर आनी ताचो वावर आयज हो ताचो कुटुंब फुडें व्हरता त्याच मोगान आनी त्याच मोयपासान. तर सगल्यांक तुमकां आमी देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. पळयत रावात तुमचें आवडीचें चॅनल द CCR TV चॅनल. थँक्यू.